Changing jobs presents a new opportunity, but it also presents unique financial challenges. Steve has more in today's Smart Money Monday.
If you're thinking about switching jobs and you already have a 401k with your current company, there are a couple of things that you probably need to consider, a couple of options to weigh. Chantell here, Assistant Vice President with Bank of Hawaii. Okay, so let's get very basic. What do we need to think about?
Well, one of the questions we often get asked is whether or not you should keep your money in your 401k plan when you leave your current employer. Now, it can be tempting to take the money out, but what you want to do is leave it in there because there are significant tax consequences should you take the money out before the designated retirement age. Another thing you want to consider is if you're fully vested in the account. Typically, companies require you stay with them for at least 3 to 5 years before the money they match becomes yours. If you decide to leave the company, you're forfeiting those funds. But of course, everything you contribute remains yours.
There are some choices that we do have. What are some of those choices as we start to consider our future?
There are actually 3 different options you can choose from. The first is to leave it in your current 401k plan, and there are minimum balance requirements, sometimes $5,000, and any future contributions you make could be restricted or not allowed. The second option is to actually move it into your new employer's 401k plan, and usually those are low cost and low fees, and you're also able to borrow from the account should you need to do that, which you're not allowed to do with an IRA account. And the last option is you can actually do a direct rollover to an IRA account. And this one is good because you have investment flexibility, so you can invest in stocks, mutual funds, bonds, and why a lot of people like that is you can simplify all your accounts into one, and the only drawback to that one is you're not able to actually borrow against the funds like you are with a 401k account.
Okay, so this is obviously a lot to digest. Somebody sitting there at home taking notes. We don't want them to make a decision right now. What do they do? What's the first step?
Well, I definitely would recommend seeking a consultant or a tax advisor because there may be special tax treatments for the contributions you and your employer make, and by state. And you also want to remember that all investments are subject to risk, so it's definitely a great idea to seek professional advice.
By the way, all the information about this is going to be on our website, hawaiinewsnow.com. We'll be right back.